everyone. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day. Okay. Peace, y'all. Peace. Folks, let me tell you, on this show, I'm a lucky man to have this job. I get to do a lot of fun things with this gig. And last month, I went to London to sit down with Academy Award-winning actor Gary Oldman. I agree. Oldman, who rarely does long-form interviews, has been delighting moviegoers for over 4 decades. In films like Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, Prick Up Your Ears, True Romance, The Professional, and The Fifth Element. He has portrayed iconic characters like Dracula, Sirius Black, Commissioner Gordon, Lee Harvey Oswald, Sid Vicious, Winston Churchill, and Beethoven in Immortal Beloved. He's so good, he also played Beethoven in Beethoven. Who's one of the greatest actors of their generation? Yes, you are. Now he can be seen in the Apple TV Plus series Slow Horses. Yes, I agree. It's about a unit of misfit British spies led by Oldman's Jackson Lamb, a grouchy, schlubby spy known for his boozing and constant, and I mean constant, flatulence. With Slow Horses about to enter its 5th season, Gary Oldman was kind enough to invite me to London for an extensive conversation about his life and his work. I am here with renowned actor Gary Oldman. Gary, thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
Thank you, Stephen.
Do you enjoy doing interviews, or do you dread them? Should we establish a safe word before we go in? You could just say, like, if I get into a question, you just go pumpkin patch, and I'll know to ease off.
Pumpkin patch. I guess they're a necessary sort of evil, really.
How much acting will you be doing in this interview to seem like you're enjoying it?
You're going to get, I promise you, no, you'll get the raw, unedited.
The raw Gary?
Yeah.
Okay. And the fact that you are a good actor means that I don't know whether or not I'm going to get the real thing.
Hopefully you won't be able to tell.
We're in London, not far from the set of your amazing show, Slow Horses. How far are we right now from where you grew up in London?
Probably about 7 miles.
7 miles, okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know London very well. I'm an American, so is that closer to like Buckingham Palace or where the urchins and the chimney sweeps live?
We're right now where we are.
Yes.
We are closer to Buckingham Palace. Where I grew up, it was
chimney sweeps?
Chimney sweeps.
All right.
Yeah.
You're famously adept at accents. Count Dracula, Lee Harvey Oswald, Beethoven, Winston Churchill. Is it true that when you were doing Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy, that you had to have a dialect coach reacquaint you with your English accent?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. I lived in America for so long, and I had played Americans. I think my R became a little harder.
How important is finding the voice for you to find a character? Is that what you start with, or do you start with something else?
It depends, but it's usually that where vocally the character will sit, and then you get clues from physical clues from that too, of how a character might move.
You get those clues from the voice?
Yeah, you can. I mean, if you think of a New York accent, I mean, if you think of, I did a movie many years ago in the 90s called State of Grace, and it was about the sort of Irish Hell's Kitchen gangs. That accent still has echoes of the hills of Ireland. It has a sort of echo of the landscape still in the accent because it all goes up. So it's got like this upward inflection, you know, like, yeah, and it's got like an energy to it. And then that can dictate the way that you might move. And if you've got Italian New York, it sort of always goes down. It's always like that. It's a fallen thing, you know? Forget about it. Where an Irishman might say, hey, forget about it.
You sound like Jackson Lamb, though. Like Jackson Lamb is like an amplified version of your voice.
Yeah, it's sort of Gary with a bit of English on it, you know, a bit of spin on it.
A little mustard.
Yeah, a little mustard.
Is this the character that's closest to your natural speaking voice?
Yeah, I think.
Did you go into it knowing that you were going to do that,
Well,
or is that something you discovered?
It's something I discovered. There's a story here, how it really all came about. I have a sort of manager, producing partner, Douglas Sabansky, and I have been a fan of long-form TV. And I would look sometimes with envy and just admiration at these shows. Best directing, best cinematography, some of the best writing, certainly the best acting. Far better than what we're mostly seeing on the big screen. So here's this golden age of television. And I said to him, God, wouldn't it be lovely to just sort of do a show and like repeat a character? And I said, but it would have to be very well written, of a high pedigree. I said, I don't really want to wear a wig. I've worn too many wigs. I don't want to wear prosthetic makeup because I've worn too much of that. I said, so I don't want to sit in the makeup chair very long. I said, and I want to kind of wear I don't want a big elaborate costume. I want something, you know, that's kind of easy. I don't really want to do an accent. I'd like something closer to my own voice. And, and if it could be in the spy world, you know, like Le Carre or something, that would be even better. And then we're sitting on a plane together, and he's chuckling over a script he's reading. And I said, what are you laughing at? I said, is it that good? And he said, well, I'm reading a character who is just about to become your best friend. And it fell from the sky and ticked all the boxes. It's ridiculous.
Can you essentially roll out of bed and be Jackson Lamb? Do you even go in the makeup chair?
Sometimes when I wake up, no, I don't need to, but I still do. I like them. You know, I pop in. But
do you eat noodles that loud?
No, I don't eat noodles. I don't eat anything that loud. No.
It's difficult to watch sometimes.
I know. I don't pass wind that loud.
Well, here we are. Sir, I must ask you about your fart work.
Please do.
It's a Jackson Lamb trademark. You're known for going deep and immersing yourself in characters.
Yes.
So, Gary Oldman, I ask you, do you do your own stunts? Can you fart on command, sir?
No, I can't.
You can't. That's so disappointing.
I know. And you want me to be honest here.
Of course.
No. I cock a leg.
Oh.
And then
sure.
and then they
You indicate.
I indicate.
Oh, okay.
And then they
So that kind of actor, you indicate rather than it doesn't come from within.
You're not supposed to indicate, really, are you, as an actor? That's a terrible thing to do.
Anything in drama school prepare you for this? Was there any sort of exercise, animal spine, anything that you...
I've been doing this for almost 47 years. Nothing in drama school prepares you for any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wish they'd teach you things like how to eat a bacon roll without it dripping on your costume. I mean, like real practical stuff. So,
Do you think any of your previous characters, any of those performances could have been improved by passing gas? Because I have here an example. We took some of our favorite performances of yours and added that undefinable Jackson Lamb quality. Here we go.
And I bid you welcome, Mr. Harcourt, to my house. Come.
I want you to listen to me very carefully, Harry.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic.
Get off my plane.
Any regrets of holding out this long? Before adding that je ne sais quoi to certain characters?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, could have been.
It
Could have helped a few.
Could have been.
Could have helped a few.
Could have been.
Okay. When we come back, Gary and I talk about one of his favorite actors, Gene Hackman.